Scary moments as a junior at Wilmer-Hutchins High School describes what she experienced when shots were being fired just outside her classroom. We've been on this breaking news for you since 1:30, right after we got reports of that shooting at 1. We are standing by right now for a press conference from Dallas ISD leaders. Let's listen in. Actually, we're waiting for audio to get punched up on that. We'll go back to that press conference once we have it.
Yeah, it is 5 o'clock. You're taking a good look here from Chopper, CBS News Texas Chopper. Over at Wilmer-Hutchins High School, understand this is a live picture this afternoon for us. Here's what we know at this hour. The school is secure. That's according to police. That happened a couple of hours ago. There is no threat now. Dallas Fire Rescue confirms for us that 4 people were sent to area hospitals. 3 of them went to Baylor. 1 did go to Methodist Dallas. 2 of the 4, to our understanding, were shot, and conditions of all are said to be non-life-threatening. Now to the press conference. Let's listen in on the latest update.
Suspect at this time. I'd like to now introduce Dallas ISD Superintendent Stephanie Elizalde.
Thank you, Chief. Today, as we all know, the unthinkable has happened, and quite frankly, this is just becoming way too familiar, and it should not be familiar. I do want everyone to know that I just got off the phone with Governor Abbott, who just called to get an update, a status report, and to offer any resources that we need to assist us. So I know that there are many questions, and we're not going to have all the answers right now because some of the information will be inaccurate. So we will do our very best because we know it is important to be always transparent. I do need to take a moment to ensure that first and foremost we know that we have been able to reunify all of our high school students with their parents and guardians. The team of Dallas ISD Police Department and our Office of Emergency Management, along with all of the agencies that assisted us in ensuring that we ensured everyone was safe. And it is important to note that within 2 minutes, of course, we already had an officer here at the high school that was able to respond immediately to the incident, followed by Wilmer Police, who were next on the scene. But I'm sure that you can tell that there were multiple agencies from the Sheriff's Department, the City Police, whether it was City Police from Dallas, City Police from Wilmer, City Police from Hutchins. Of course, DPS troopers have been here. We have the Fire and Rescue, FBI, ATF. There were a number of federal agents that were also here to provide that level of support. What I can tell you is our team worked very deliberately to ensure first and foremost that everyone was safe on campus as soon as the incident was reported, and provided of course, treatment to each of the individuals. We will have difficulty giving you any specifics, of course, because as you all know, there are laws that keep us from being able to disclose information for minors. I also want to reiterate that we will not be having school at Wilmer-Hutchins High School for the rest of the week. We will have mental health clinicians and others available to assist anyone who would like to meet with counselors to discuss the incident. You don't ever just get used to this, and I am very aware of that. It certainly weighs very heavy on my heart, but I can't begin to imagine. As a parent myself, I'm trying to put myself in those shoes. So again, I do want to, the reason Wilmer-Hutchins Elementary was also put on lockdown was because, of course, of its close proximity, but there was not any danger to anyone at the elementary school. We will be having elementary school tomorrow and Thursday. There is no need for anyone to be concerned about safety of their children. And we will still have additional officers because, again, I want to do everything we can to provide reassurances to our parents. The last thing anyone thinks when they're bringing their children to school, whether it's a high school or whether your spouse or significant other is going to work, is to think that these things are happening. But they do happen, and they shouldn't be happening Right now, our primary concern is to continue to provide support, ensuring our schools are safe, and we will work with all of our community to do the very best we can to ensure that everyone feels safe. It's not enough to be safe, they also have to feel safe. Again, I think I might have even left out the constable's office was another agency. I really don't want to leave anyone out because this was absolutely a team effort. And so again, we're going to be very limited, but we can take a couple of questions.
What do we know about the suspect and what led up to the shooting? What do we know?
I'll start here.
What do we know about the suspect and what led up to the shooting?
We do have the identity of the suspect, but as I mentioned earlier, this is still a very fresh and fluid investigation, so I don't have any information regarding what led up to the shooting.
Dr. Elizalde, you just mentioned a few minutes ago
that there was obviously parents that you were very concerned about, making sure that they have confidence. We had parents that mentioned that security was an issue here and has been before, that at times even students were checking backpacks as a part of security to help out in the moments. How do you give parents confidence to send their kids back to school in this kind of moment?
So I can tell you what we know, how the gun did not get on campus, and probably better for me to let the chief let you know I can tell you how the gun did not get on campus.
So we do know that the gun did not come through during regular intake time, so it was not a failure of our staff, of our protocols, or of the machinery that we have. It did not come in through regular intake.
Can you expand on that? Because that's
I cannot at this time.
We do appreciate your time. Thank you so much. We were only able to take 2 questions, and we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.